Decentralized mapping is one of the strongest real-world use cases in crypto today, yet hardly anyone is talking about it. In this video, I will break down how it directly competes with something we all use every day, that is Google Maps or Apple Maps, and how it breaks its monopoly in this $30 billion mapping industry. You all would have used either Google Maps or Apple Maps for directions and would have experienced sometimes it does not get things right. It may show you incorrect directions or lead you to a road that is yet under construction or a bridge that is broken. And sometimes these small errors lead to real accidents. It has happened in India, it has happened in the US, in fact, it has happened all across the globe. So the real question is, why hasn't Google Maps or Apple Maps fixed this yet? The answer is simple. It's not a software problem, but a data problem. Both Google and Apple collect their data in three main ways. First is via satellites, where they get a broader view of any area. These days they also use drones for it. And secondly, through cars which have a camera fixed on top of it and captures images of every road of every neighborhood worldwide. And thirdly, through trekkers who go to those roads where vehicles just cannot pass. So these were some of the methods that are adopted by both Google and Apple to collect its data on different roads worldwide. And alongside, they also use some passive methods like using users' smartphones to collect information on real-time traffic and give us information on the estimated time of arrival. By adopting these methods, both Google and Apple have become global leaders in this industry today. No doubt it has helped millions of users like us to navigate our directions easily and also enabled multiple different industries from e-commerce to transport to mobility and different others. But the issue with these methods is the enormous amount of time and cost collecting this data. Google itself has poured in billions of dollars to send these cars across every road worldwide. But when it comes to updating that data again, they only limit themselves to certain roads, to certain areas where the traffic is maximum or the usage is highest. And that's where the problem begins. And this is a problem in most of the developing countries today, like India, where the infrastructure is still evolving and there are fast changing roads which leads to outdated data. This is where decentralized mapping comes into picture. The idea is really simple. Instead of one company collecting all the data, all the users can contribute towards this data. There are millions of people who are driving on the road every day, from cab drivers to delivery agents to logistics fleets. These guys spend a minimum of 10 to 12 hours a day on the road every day. So the core idea is anyone and everyone can contribute towards this data and earn rewards against it. The process is really simple to get started. All you need to do is install a hardware device in your car. The device itself will capture images of the surroundings around you as and when you drive, and you will earn rewards against it. If all the drivers start contributing towards this data, you get real-time updates across every street on every single day. This is actually not something new that was invented in crypto or blockchain. In fact, this model has been explored for years by big corporations like Meta and Amazon. They have invested in platforms like Mapillary and OpenStreetMaps that allow volunteers, basically people who are passionate about mapping, to contribute data for free. But the problem was it lacked a structured approach to data collection. The data quality was good in some areas but not everywhere. It completely depended on where volunteers were active, and because of that it was not reliable. Another major issue was lack of incentives. People were contributing for free, and realistically you can only do that up to a certain point, or if you're extremely passionate. So overall the quality was uneven and unreliable. And this is one of the major reasons why Google Maps continues to make millions of dollars by offering its API to mobility and delivery platforms. As we discussed earlier, Deepin fixes this with one simple idea: offering proper incentives to drivers for contributing data. Drivers earn rewards. The more they contribute, the more they earn, and this directly helps in scaling participation. There are a few major players in this space today, like Hivemapper and Natix network. For example, Hivemapper collected data for 5 million miles in just 8 months, as compared to Google Maps, which took around 5 years to do the same. So this means maps can now be built 10 to 100 times faster at a fraction of the cost with real-time updates. So this is the power of proper incentives. Most users, especially full-time drivers, are getting attracted to this as an additional passive income source. The more data a user shares, the more areas they cover, the more rewards they earn. As these networks have now bootstrapped enough data, they have also started offering their APIs. For example, Lyft, a taxi platform in the US and Europe, has integrated Hivemapper, while Grab, a major taxi platform in Singapore, is using Natix network. Now, while these platforms have solved for time, cost, and real-time updates, and have even shown early product market fit, there are still some very important challenges that need to be addressed. Wherever rewards are involved, people try to game the system. Either they'll put some manipulated data or upload fake data, or with AI now, they can also put AI generated inputs. And if this happens, the entire map becomes unreliable. So Hivemapper, Natix, they have taken multiple approaches to solve for this. They use a multiple layer of verification. Firstly, proof of location to verify where the data is coming from. Secondly, cross verification to ensure multiple vehicles on the same route confirm that the data is true. And thirdly, they use timestamps to ensure that no one person is using two devices in the same car. So basically, they don't trust a single user, they trust the consensus of many users. So overall, I would say the adoption of decentralized mapping is still early. There are challenges, but the potential is huge. The real test lies if these companies are able to scale and maintain the same quality standards. And if they succeed, it's a win-win for everybody. Companies get better data, drivers get to earn passive income by doing the same amount of work every day, and we as users get to save time by getting access to the best possible routes with real-time updates. And of course, no accidents due to faulty navigation.